All right, welcome back to CFA, the land where Nick always wins. Nick,
Oh, listen, calm down, all right? Little two wins in a row. Get all excited.
That's two wins in a row.
Before that, had I not gotten like 2 wins in a row? Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Let's start off with this. Let me bring up the points table right now. If you want to give me just the 2 wins in a row. Mumbai, the team I chose, my number 1 team. First place in the points table. Thank you very much. Almost 300 ahead in the net run rate. And then you got RCB, my number 2 squad, my secret love. They are tied with the same record in 3rd place because of net run rate. 2 wins in a row? Oh, I'm sorry. There's more information, folks. KKR is barely holding on. SRH will take that spot tomorrow when they win. They have a better net run rate. And CSK floundering at number 7. 2 games in a row. Oh, and today's game, RCB fans, RCB. It was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was phenomenal for a team KKR that was coming in hot. They were coming in with that 3rd spot. They won 2 wins in a row. Come on.
So before we forget, once again, you guys are here for another installment of R3 Wickets. And we're going to discuss what we like, what we didn't like, and what we learned. So, Nick and I, go back and forth a lot. And we have a lot of fun teasing each other. And even though he's, happy about his 2 in a row, and, all the credit to him, Mumbai ended up winning and going to the top of the points table. I look at things from an analytical perspective.
And I don't. As
a former coach,
he was fired up yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Fired
up.
And
when I looked at that Mumbai win over the Delhi Capitals, where they were able to chase down the Delhi Capitals, came down to the last ball. But then you take into consideration that Delhi Capitals didn't have Rashad Pant in there, and Rashad Pant averages 30 runs a game. Both guys that played in his place, am I wrong, Nick? None of them even broke 15. And then Rashad Pant also, that injury ended up costing them a Hitmeyer, because they didn't have another keeper that wasn't Indian, so they had to put a foreign keeper in there, which means Hitmeyer had to come out of the lineup. I understand that loss. That loss didn't bother me as much because, and Nick, to your credit,
you're bringing it up in a different R3 Wickets, of course.
No,
Listen, guys. It is driving him crazy that my number 1 Mumbai is. No, don't listen to him. It is driving him crazy that my number 1 Mumbai is stomping on CSK. His number 1.
Let me ask you a question. Be completely.
I always am honest.
You really believe Mumbai is that much better than DC? That if DC had Pant and Hitmeyer in there, the same result happens? You sure about that?
Listen, this is my honest answer. Just like I told you yesterday, we're still talking about a match that we're not supposed to talk about in the 3 wickets. This is my answer. It's the same answer. We will never know because it didn't happen. Okay? Injuries happen, my friend. We will never know. Could I make the argument, do you really think CSK could have beaten Mumbai if they had a Sean Kashan for the first match? I'm not going to play that game right now because it didn't happen. What mattered was we knew that DC and Mumbai were the 2 top teams. DC had a 1-win advantage on Mumbai. They were the 2 top teams going in. Mumbai, and to your credit, tell me this, Mr. 30 points nonsense with Pont, okay? The guy who's been complaining for the last 3 or 4 R3 wickets about how he gives his wicket way too early, and they need to think about dropping him anyways. Let me ask you this, my friend. Mumbai chased. You said you can never chase in this IPL. It's never going to happen. It's just not going to work. It's like a million runs harder in the differential. They chased. They won. Story over. Mumbai number 1. Let's go into today's match because it's another beauty. RCB versus KKR. My secret love versus your secret love. And no offense, Gabe. No offense. But my mistress is way better looking than yours right now because they just smacked. They had the catwalk competition. And my mistress was just like, you were looking at my mistress like, what was my mistress's name again? I can't remember. Are they the Trimbago Knight Riders? I can't remember because RCB, you look so good. RCB fans, say it with me. RCB. Say it with me. You have been suffering way longer than I have, RCB fans, as the chokers, as the horror. Look at your 2 losses, Nick. Look at RCB's 2 losses. What happened today? They erased all of that net run rate nonsense, and they just smacked KKR.
You know why? I understand. Even if you look in our chats where RCB fans are still like, oh, they do this all the time or whatever, and you still have like those RCB fans that aren't totally buying into this season, because you do look at those 2 losses this year and you're like, man, they arguably should not have any losses. Arguably, RCB should have won every game if it wasn't for some bad play on one side or another. With that being said, though, man,
they lost by 100 runs. They definitely earned those losses, my friend.
Bro, and they could have played so much better. And
anybody could have played better.
Look at AB de Villiers today. Holy cow. I didn't know this guy had that in him. And this guy exploded. Now, honestly, bro, I thought he was old too, because you want to talk about Donny being old. AB de Villiers is getting up there in age too. And look at his stats so far this year. Had he had a dominant performance like this year? I don't think so. He had maybe one other performance, but I was like, when is AB gonna show up? Right? AB the last time went out on a duck, if I'm not mistaken. Holy cow, did he show up? Because Coley did not show up today. I had Coley. I was going to put him as my vice captain.
Coley showed up. He did exactly what you needed him to do. They won by 80 runs. He definitely showed up. Did he give up his wicket? Did he?
No, he did.
He definitely showed up.
But when I say show up, this is what I meant. And for those of you that play fantasy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I do a lot of research. You know what the last 3 scores for AB was that he faced Kolkata Knight Riders? I do 100, 80, and 81. So when I say showed up, that's the score.
You're talking about magical, amazing, never done before for the most part, 3 in a row performances. He got 33. He had a strike rate over 100, and he didn't give up his wicket, and he came in early on. He definitely showed up. Captain Coley.
He did what he had to do, but I mean, when I talk about showing up, we talk about AB de Villiers, a 221 strike rate, 73 balls on 33 runs. That's impressive. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I thought Coley was going to do today, because he owns KKR. Whatever. I actually saw Coley. I saw a different side of him, and I'm going to talk about what I liked. I'll go right ahead. What did I like about this victory for KKR? For RCB. Coley was a captain and realized how hot AB de Villiers was, and he gave them AB de Villiers to strike a couple of times. It was like, you know what? You're already putting in work. I will, sometimes it's hard to not want to be the man yourself. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, it's this guy's, he's got the hand. Let me pass it up. LeBron James, I see you wearing your Lakers hat. Congratulations on the championship. He got killed because he passed up the ball in that game where what's his name? Danny Green threw a brick up for the 3-pointer, but it was the right play. He was wide open. Danny Green
killed him on that. People killed Danny Green. Who killed LeBron on that? That was the best move right there. The best play. He was wide open.
All the talking heads on ESPN, LeBron always passing it up. He doesn't want to take the, you know how it is. They always LeBron for that. And Danny Green, those of you that were part of the death threats, you're ridiculous. Stop it. Nobody deserves his girlfriend, his fiance got social death threats on social media because he lost a shot. Stop it. Not acceptable. With that being said, sometimes it's so hard to not want to be the man to take the shot, and that's what Coley was today. I give him credit as a captain. Holy cow, he did his job. He gave it to AB de Villiers, 73 runs on 33 balls. That's a 221 strike rate, guys. For that long, that's impressive. I take my hat off to AB. He's not old whatsoever. On the bowling side, you know what I mean? I will say this. They ended up getting themselves 9 wickets.
Say it, my friends.
It was like KKR was giving their wickets away. You know why? Because if you look at the wickets, there's only actually 2. I'm sorry, let me double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. Everybody got wickets. It couldn't be that every single bowler was so good on RCB. How about guys gave their wickets away, and it was driving me crazy. Look at me, driving me crazy. The run out. Oh my gosh, bro. They better get on the treadmill. They better get on the treadmill. The run out was ridiculous today. I can't, dude. It drives me crazy. Now, I told you I wanted Chahal. Remember that he was supposed to be on my fantasy squad? 4 overs, 12 runs, 1 wicket. That's impressive. I mean, they were all impressive for the most part, but really, some of those other wickets, it was just weak. KKR, oh my gosh. What did I like about KKR? Let me get there. Shubman Gill, the guy shows up he's probably one of the most stable players on that team. Shubman Gill, 34 runs, 25 balls, 136 strike rate, right? Other than that, nobody else even broke 20 on this team. Pathetic. That's what it was. Pathetic.
RCB.
And you know who I blame? I blame Dinesh Karthik. Explain to me. And when I get to what I hate, I'm gonna let him have it. You would think this is what I hate right now, but when I get to what I'm gonna let him have it. But why is Tom Banton opening up? Okay, Nareen is out. I get it. He may get suspended. Who knows? But didn't a guy help you win the last game named Tripedi and prove he should be in the opening partnership?
Can we stay focused? Do I get a chance? You're already going from what you like to what you dislike. The last time your team won, you got to go first. This is my team. Where's the celebration at?
The only thing I loved was Shubman Gill because Shubman Gill did his job today, and Shubman Gill again proved why he should be in the opening partnership. I gotta admit, you were right. Paticle's got overall better numbers, and Paticle's gonna end up probably winning emerging player. Even though both of them were there last year, so they're not emerging players, but young players. Out of the young players, Paticle's doing much better than Shubman Gill. But other than that, there wasn't much to like on the KKR side. I'm disgusted with this performance, as should SRH. I mean SRH. SRK should be disgusted with this performance, and there needs to be a team meeting. Because something better happen. Nick, what did you like?
See,
other than now you're at two.
Someone is ruining the parade right now. Someone is dampening the mood. I mean, always so much anger. This was a beautiful match. Okay, what happened when RCB got shellacked those 2 losses? Did I sit here and complain and make excuses? No, I said they got their butts kicked, and it's as simple as that. You said you were surprised by AB de Villiers. He's only the 11th top run scorer in the league right now with 228. That wasn't because of 170 performance. This guy's a monster. He had 2 really bad performances. Other than that, he's been fantastic. You're talking about an RCB batting squad. We only need 4 guys. We only needed 4 guys. Finchy, thank you so much. 47. Paticle, 32. Coley, who you said didn't show up today, you're out of your mind. 33. Guys, let him have it in the comment section. I allow you to. AB de Villiers' performance was unbelievable. People said in the comment section after the live stream, check out the ABD show. Oh, I checked it out. AB de Villiers, I checked out that show. Unbelievable. And I said before, I mean, the day just gets better for me. I said before, because someone asked the question, who's going to get the most 6s in this match? I said this before AB de Villiers even showed up. I said probably AB de Villiers. He's going to go off today. I'm sorry about being right about that too. I'm sorry about AB de Villiers with his 6 6s. Russell, you know, he had a nice little streak where he had not 6 6s. Russell had 1. That was the closest that someone came, was 1. That's right. I got that one right too. AB de Villiers, unbelievable, absolutely amazing. Coley did a fantastic job. I completely disagree. He was amazing. He stayed at strike. He didn't give up that wicket. Like you said, he saw AB de Villiers as just like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? All right, I'll go with it. I don't mind running with AB. They love running together, going back and forth. They turned so many singles into doubles. It was probably the best performance, because I'm a fan of the RCB side, I've seen in this IPL. It was a laugher. It was just outclassed. And we're talking about they were the number 3 squad in the points table. We're talking about RCB, the biggest chokers ever. They're tied with the most points in the league right now. And the last 2 years, they were 6 and 8. So we don't see this every year from RCB. This has been a beautiful thing. Their batting was fantastic, but it's not just one side, like you said. Their bowling was a revelation. Economy rates of 4 for Morris, under 6 for Saini, 5 for Sundar, my man who got 2 wickets again. Chahal a 3. He's in Rashid Khan territory. And then Udana, Udana, he got a wicket, so we're happy about that. But we're talking about amazing bowling performances. They only allowed KKR with 112. They said that's all you get. We ate the rest of the food. We didn't save any for you. You can have 112 with your 9 wickets. RCB only gave up 2. This match is why I chose RCB. Think about that, all right? Did I not put myself out on a serious limb? People were telling us in all our live streams for test, oh, don't pick RCB. They're garbage. Don't pick. Nick, please pick RCB so I can root against you. Please. I can't have my man Gabe choosing. Please. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to do it. But then honestly, and I'm so happy because of the debacle that was the CPL choosing the Tridents, right? Which is still my team. I actually did some research, all right? I did some research, and I said to myself, I know RCB is the one you don't want to pick. They're cursed. They're hexed. Not this year. They're looking super, super good. And today, they showed the whole league. Coley couldn't smile any brighter. It was an amazing match. That's what I love. Oh, yeah, there was other side today. I forgot. KKR played. What did I like from KKR? Okay? If you're a KKR fan, you want to beat me up right now. Gabe wants to beat me up right now. But there's not enough. Oh, guess what? My man Russell got himself into the Jordan line. He got himself into the Jordan line.
Wait till I get to what I did. Like, oh my God.
Chakravarthy. All right. Chakravarthy. He was a man amongst boys today as far as the bowling side for KKR. He definitely was a bright spot. You already mentioned Shub McGill, who actually I was wrong too. Shub McGill has more stats than Padicle does by a few runs. But anyways, Chakravarthy, he was awesome on the bowling side. He had a low economy rate. Everyone else was just giving up. It was trick or treat time, man. It was Christmas. Let's just give out all our candy. Chakravarthy's like, no, that candy's for me. I'm giving you out just as little as possible. He was fantastic. Gabe, don't take forever now, okay? What did you hate?
Oh my God.
As you call it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, not even what I didn't like, what I hated. What did I hate? I hated that Russell crossed the Jordan line today. 51 runs. Give me the crying Jordan face right here. 50. How dare you? How dare you? 51 runs. You should be embarrassed. Matter of fact, go home and take a shower. Scrub with all kinds of, antibacterial soap because you're clothed in Jordan failure. 51 runs. That's embarrassing. You can't do that. You know what? Don't even go out there. If you're going to do that, don't even go out there. Say, yo, my stomach hurt. Put somebody else in there. Somebody else is over. 51 runs? Embarrassing. You got Jordan, my friend. You got Jordan. With that being said, what else did I hate? Hear me out. I think they lost this game, Nick, and not making it.
They lost the game before they started playing.
I do. And I'll tell you why. So Narayan got banned or not banned, but he's right now being
investigation
for bending his elbow, deliveries, whatever. Okay, you lose Narayan. You bring in Tom Banton. All right. What? Explain to me. And chemistry in a team can be disrupted, right? Everybody says and yells, don't break. You can't make too many changes in your lineup. You're disrupting chemistry. So in God's green earth, explain to me why, and this is why I put this on Karthik. Why would you move Tripathi from the opening partnership when the last time you put him in the opening partnership, he succeeded and you won? It's like, bro, what did Tripathi do wrong? Explain, especially when Tom Banton comes in and eats up 2 deliveries, right? 12 balls, 2 deliveries, and doesn't even get 100 strike rate. 8 runs on 2 in basically 2 overs. Really? But it drives me crazy where the management looks at the analytics. What did Tripathi do? Why do they hate him? Did he date the owner's daughter? Did he date SRK's daughter and then say sorry and blow her off? What did he do? Did he eat your cookies? Did he drink your tea? Somebody hates Tripathi over there. Let us know in the chat. Is it SRK that hates him? Is it the coach that hates him? Is it maybe Dinesh Karthik that hates him? What did he do? Because this guy proved he should be in the opening partnership, and they dropped him at the first opportunity they had. Why? I think you lost this game before you ever started, because what you showed, not just Tripathi, but what you showed everybody else on this team is that there's no leadership, and no matter what I put in, no matter what effort I put in, it doesn't matter because they're going to make up their own minds about what they want to do with the lineup, okay? If I'm seriously pissed, if I'm Tripathi and I walk in that office and said, why am I back down at 7? What did I do? Did I not send you a Christmas card? Did I forget you and not send you a birthday card? Really? What did I do? Whose daughter did I sleep with? Honestly, he must have done something we don't know about. He must have done something we don't know about. With that being said, that's what I did not like. It's an embarrassing performance. RCB side, what did I not like? It's not so much what I didn't like, it's what I didn't expect. All right, everybody did everything right. I don't want to take anything wrong away from it. I play fantasy. We all do. So the majority of us here. So I pick Virat Kohli because his last 3 times he's owned. This is maybe where I misspoke. Was he bad today? No. But bro, when you in the last 3 meetings have averaged 80 runs or 88 runs, because it was 100, 81, and 80 that he scored against them, 33 runs. I'm like, what happened? What happened? But to what I said earlier, he saw AB de Villiers play, and very rarely do you see Kohli give up the strike where he'll take a single instead of 2, because the man can run. He could easily get 2, but he was, intentionally trying to give AB de Villiers that strike. So I think it was him trying to be a better captain as opposed to worrying about his own stats. All right. So, hey, I would have had him as my fantasy player of the day. He was on my team, would have been my captain if I had been able to set a captain today. So that's the only thing that I wasn't expecting. But other than that, I really can't fault him. I did not realize how good Morris was, and Morris has been a revelation to the team. One of the things that, I want to say I don't like, where was Morris all this time? Because the knock on RCB was what? What were you talking about, Nick? Where's the bowling? Where's the bowling? We knew they had Chahal. We knew they had your boy Sundar. Who else? We need another stable guy that's going to come in, get wickets, and not give up 35 runs a game or 40 runs a game. That guy is Morris. Where was he? Why wasn't he playing? And I think that comes back to management, and that comes back to being able to put a team out there and the coach who is going to perform. Why wasn't he starting? Maybe he was ill. Maybe he wasn't fit to play. Who knows? But that's what I did not like, Nick. What did you not like?
Let me start with the RCB side, okay? And first of all, you're talking about what did Tripathi do wrong? He didn't do much for his case today. 17 on 22 balls, strike rate is 70. What did I not like on the RCB side? Nothing. They put in a magical performance. I have not yet said that on R3 wickets. Nothing. Even Udana, who likes to give up runs, his economy rate was like around 10 or so. He still got a wicket. He does. He does. When he's bowling, I'm just like, oh no, here's a 15 over. Kohli knew to use him when he used him. He got a wicket. I was happy. I mean, it was like my birthday. It was like Christmas. It was like every holiday all together. Like the presents just kept on coming. RCB, I love you so much. What did I not like on KKR? Oh, okay. I have been gloating way too much, right? I don't want to rub it in too much. But this is a team that was 4-2 before today. This is a team that was in the 3rd spot. This is still a good team. But I'm telling you right now, there is one, in my opinion, and I know this guy went off in 1 or 2 matches in Test or ODI. I can't remember. This guy's gone off before. There's one glaring problem with KKR's team, and it's the captain, okay? I have no idea from my experience this first year. This is fresh eyes for this first year. I cannot understand for the life of me how this guy is the captain. He has moved himself to different positions in the batting order. I don't know if any other captain has done that besides Dhoni, and that was to move himself up because he had to do something for his team, not shy away from it. And I know that's a big accusation, but I'm just saying, like, what is going on with Dinesh Karthik? He goes in there and he put himself at 5 today. He wasn't even a factor as usual. And they mentioned it on the broadcast. I was not doing dugout. I was just doing the English commentary. And they mentioned it in there. They're like, you got to lead by example. And they're usually really, really kind. I was like, wow, they threw it out there too. You got to lead by example. Karthik is the only captain I know of that is so low in the runs list with 108. He's 34th. Okay. He has had, I want to say, 4 or 5 performances of less than 10 runs. Okay. This guy, You talk about a team that could be undefeated. KKR, besides today. Today was a complete talk about. Okay, so they should only have one loss. They should be in first place because they have been there and decisions. Let's hit more sixes. That game plan must have went out the window because it didn't work today. I don't want to crush the guy. I'm sure he's feeling it. You know, he seems like a very confident guy. He'll figure out something. But that's what I dislike. I don't understand. If I was a KKR fan, like my man Gabe over here, I would not be happy because I know he's not going to drop himself. He's gonna have to be removed.
Drop himself.
He's gonna have to be removed, or he's gonna. I would give him so much credit in the world to drop himself because how many athletes are gonna do that, right? Super crazy. That's what I did not like. KKR, they were not an IPL team today. They weren't, and this is a team that's really, really good. Got a good balance, like you said, Gil. I mean, this guy's been a revelation. This is a team that, I mean, maybe Narayan was like that chemistry glue. I have no idea. It was a bad match. If I'm a KKR fan, I'm just erasing it from the memory like I have as an RCB fan already twice. That's what I disliked. Sorry, KKR fans. I'm just speaking the truth, and you guys know deep down what I'm talking about. Gabe, what did you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that an illegal delivery will get you suspended, even though it's still under investigation, because I'm like, wait, is he guilty of it or not? But all I know is he's not playing because of an accusation of illegal delivery. Well, was it legal or not? Plus, I don't think there's anything else in any other sport that I can think of, Nick. Correct me if I'm wrong, where an illegal delivery in football, there's no such thing where you'll get suspended because.
They were asking that in the chat, and the only thing I can think of. I said the only thing, and it won't give you a suspension whatsoever, is if you do a balk because that's an illegal delivery. You're not supposed to, commit after you've already set yourself up. But the only thing close is like a doping, accusation, and then a confirmed test where you lose 50 games. That's the only thing close to it.
That's it, man. I mean, and that's what I learned. Short and sweet. Narayan, I guess, like you said, is the glue that holds this team together. And I learned that will really hurt. Losing one player will hurt a team because it savaged this team today. This is absolutely their worst performance by far. And I agree. Karthik should drop himself. Nick, what did you learn?
And I'm telling you, this squad, you always know as a fan the ones you're afraid of. I was talking to Najib on our stream on Saturday. We were talking about DeCock, which is so funny because DeCock went off the next day. But I said, this is the guy that I don't like on the squad. I don't trust him. He said, really? And I asked him, I was like, because DeCock's from the South Africa squad. He said, this guy kills India every single time. He's like, he's that guy that I hope is not in the starting lineup. And I said, since you are an RCB fan and not really a Mumbai fan, who do you not want to face in the playoffs of the wicket keepers on Mumbai? And he said, easily DeCock. That, what you're afraid of means that they're a really good squad. I was afraid of KKR in this squad because I've seen RCB put in some stinkers. I was afraid of them today, and RCB just outclassed them in every sense of the word. This is still a dangerous squad, but there is glaring holes, and there is obvious things that are missing. And what I learned, not to steal your thunder about the Narayan, because you hit the nail on the head. We already talked about Karthik. One or two things can make a difference if it's the right one or two people, right? They can make a huge difference. This is the crazy thing, Gabe. They were at Sharjah today, were they not? I think they were at Sharjah, right? Yeah, I don't want to say that. They got 112 at Sharjah.
They gave up, bro. This game was lost before they stepped on the field. Bottom line, they gave up.
Yeah, this isn't. I had to double check it because I didn't believe myself. 112 at Sharjah. It's just what I learned, and I'm all over the place, is that KKR is Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, right? They really, really are, because I believe they can beat Mumbai or DC on a good game. Imagine what happens if Dinesh can't fire. I mean, holy cow! Imagine what happened today. They just fell into a massacre. That's what today's match should be called, the massacre at Sharjah, because that's what it was for KKR fans. What did I learn about RCB? I learned, excuse me, we have said over and over that they need to get more than just 4 deep, serious batsmen if they're going to have a chance. But when those 4 guys are playing above average to firing, 4 guys got you 194 without a sweat. Are you kidding me? I learned that RCB, like we've always heard, they're always about offense. They're always about bowling. Not today. 112, like you said. This team, I'm not going to sit. Even though I chose them to win the title, I'm going to stick with that, even though I still think DC and Mumbai have better odds. That was my first pick. Of course, I'm going to stick with it. This team actually has a chance this year, RCB fans. And this team showed you today what they can do when they're playing their best cricket. They got bowlers that are in play. You said Chris Morris. I don't understand where this guy's been either. Maybe it was the witness protection program. I have no idea. But this guy's been released, and this guy is amazing. So glad he's on RCB side. I would love to get one more serious batsman. But right now, they have 4 batsmen going against your 11, and they smacked him across the stadium. Absolutely fantastic. I am so happy for RCB fans that have been struggling forever, because I've been feeling it just in a few weeks. Like, really, RCB, they're garbage. They're looking really good, and they're tied with the match points in the league with the same number of matches. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait for tomorrow. The punishment could continue tomorrow because it's CSK again against SRH. I cannot wait to see what happens. Hopefully you guys will join us for our 3 wickets or for our live stream. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.